What is up? Good Monday morning, everyone.
Good morning. Happy Monday. Happy almost October.
It
Almost
is
October.
one day away, and
And you get
I'm
to put up your
so
Halloween
excited.
stuff. And you get to start putting up your Halloween stuff.
I actually got the okay. I'm about to be 30, and I got the okay from my mom to put Halloween stuff up sooner. So I was actually getting stuff out this weekend and doing it.
Greatness. Okay, let's get into it because we have a special guest at the end. Um, college football, girl, number
College
one.
football.
I don't know where the misunderstanding came in. I don't know where I saw it, but nobody corrected me until now that Texas OU weekend is another week. So here I was all excited for this next weekend, and it's actually another week. So
Yeah, Red River. Oh my goodness, Red River rivalry. Oh, Lord have mercy, that's a tongue twister. Doesn't actually occur until October 12th.
and I don't even understand. I don't get it. I don't under Now I do know that there was some changes, but I guess it didn't affect that one. And I looked at an old
Mm-mm.
schedule. I don't know. It is what it is, but we are on record. I am on record saying it is the wrong date, so it's October 12th. So does that mean that we're going to push it back to podcast number 22 to kick it off on that we go live, or are we going to stick with
Oh,
this
I
next
don't
Friday?
know. I feel like 20 is a pretty good number though.
Maybe we'll decide by then. People will have to tune in to find out if we go live on the pod.
But it's okay because this weekend is a pretty big deal for sports. But before we get into that, are you happy your Sooners beat Auburn
Yes,
by
yes,
one
yes.
touchdown?
Oh my goodness. Okay, so yes, that and the Alabama game. I don't know if you watched it, but they
I
were in the
didn't.
lead and then they ended up winning, but I just love college football. I say that every week, but I do. I just love college football. And then of course UT.
5-0, baby, 5-0.
So
So
maybe
exciting.
you know what? Everything aligns for reasons. But yeah, the Sooners looked really, really hot. They really did. I was
Good.
very impressed. Uh,
Good.
it's a
Um,
good feeling.
yeah, no, and for the UT game, Arch did start. I know we kind of were questioning that last podcast if he was gonna start or if they were gonna put Quinn in or if they're gonna hold him off. He did start. He did play the entire game. I will say though, in like quote of my mom, it was a very boring game the first half. Apparently there wasn't a lot going
Of
on.
action.
No, it was like I think at the end of the first half it was like 14-6. And for like anyone who's been watching the last couple games, like they've been scoring quite a few touchdowns in the first half. Um, so it was boring. And then apparently at one point it took him like 3 to 4 times to get a touchdown. Um, and so it was just kind of that one point, it was like, oh my goodness, are they ever going to get it? And I know you and I know, but like touchdowns can come quick.
Oh yeah.
Like if one of these guys gets room to run, they'll run.
Yep.
Um, and so like it can change the score in a matter of
Oh, I
seconds.
know. I know. I know. So exciting. It is. It's so,
Uh,
so, so
so
exciting.
yeah.
So, and okay, what about hockey? What's up with
Oh my
hockey
goodness.
preseason?
This is why it's gonna be a good sports weekend. So preseason of hockey is coming to a close because this Friday and Saturday, the 2024-2025 season officially kicks off with the Global Series in Prague. And I'm so excited because it is my New Jersey Devils versus the Buffalo Sabres that will be playing. First of all, it's so stinking cool to kick off the season in Prague. Um, but also just like how cool is that to start the season? Like they are the Friday game, first of all, which is October 4th. It airs 12 p.m. Central Standard Time. So they are literally the first team to kick off the season. So that's
Kickoff,
exciting.
kickoff,
Yes.
or
Kick off
puck
the
it,
season.
or puck
No.
it, puck it, puck it.
In this case, we'll use kickoff. Um, but so it's exciting. And then a lot of the teams will play their first official season game that night. But then they also play Saturday on October 5th at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time, which means your girl's gonna be waking up early on a Saturday to watch these boys play.
And you're gonna be grouchy.
I am, but it's exciting. They released the roster of who's the 23 players that are going, and so is I'm just ready.
That is well, good. Well, I'm glad that you had a good sports weekend. I know that I did. No real disappointments, and I enjoy seeing people out with their college game gear on.
Oh yeah.
I That's how you know that it's fall in Texas
Oh
is when
yeah.
people are wearing
Oh my
their
good. Oh my goodness.
their
Speaking of game gear, I was in HEB this past week. Um, and you know how like they have a Halloween section and everything?
uh
So I'm a fan of like the skeleton like animals that they always come out every year with. They have a longhorn skeleton.
I'm sorry.
You know, it is so cute.
It's scary, I know.
No, it's cute. It's cute. And I was real tempted to get it. I sent a picture to my mom and everything. So I might go back to HEB and go get it.
Oh
But
my
I
goodness.
literally stopped in my tracks. I was like, oh,
That is so funny. I love it. All right. Well, let's take a minute from our sponsor before we get into our new addition that we're adding to the podcast. So stay tuned. Texas, it's time to shine. Get registered before the deadline. October 7th, don't delay. Early voting starts the 21st day. November 5th is election day. Head to votetexas.gov without delay or call 1-800-252-VOTE. Let's get you ready to cast your note.
so we are apparently adding a hot topic to every podcast, which is basically just a quick 5 minute discussion on what is sort of a hot topic in the news at this point. Obviously, we are a sports podcast, but we're also a lifestyle podcast with the Girl Talk. So we do just like to keep everyone kind of what is up and going on in the world. So first hot topic is school vouchers.
Do you know what that is?
No, but I read some of it and it seems like I went to public school. I'm a public school kid through and through.
You're
And
a what?
it's
Public
uh,
school?
yeah, public school kid through and through.
Right.
And these just seem like a way for mommy and daddy to shovel money at private schools for their kids to get quote unquote better education.
Right. So I'm a very keep it real kind of girl and stick to the facts kind of person. I just want to know the facts. That's all I ever really want to know on anything. And school vouchers have been a hot topic for a minute here in Texas, and it's a really big part um of the political world right now. And so I want to make sure that hot topics that we're getting the good, the bad, and the not so good, right? And so basically what it is, when we talk about school vouchers in Texas, we're talking about pulling money out of the public education system that's already thin. You know this, right?
Yeah.
It's thinner than a tortilla on Taco Tuesday. Let's be real, right? I mean, teachers are spending their own money to fill their classrooms'
Yeah.
needs. We have students who are. Have you seen the school supply list for these kids when they go back to school? And the
Yes,
amount of things. Okay,
because
and you
I
know what?
went and bought my little siblings those school supplies because of how outrageous it is.
Right. And so where does it hit the hardest if vouchers are ever approved in the state of Texas, it's going to affect the very public education system. It's already pretty much hard for
Yeah.
teachers. We see teachers in droves leaving their professions
Yeah.
because of money and the expectations. We see failing grades because we're not getting the resources to these children, but we're saying, hey, we public schools, hey, if you want to send your kid to a charter school or a private school, we can give you X amount of dollar to go to that. But what they're not understanding is the average American, average, I'm not talking above average, I'm not talking below average, I'm talking average, are public school. They're public schools. So if it were to pass, if that initiative one day passes, what happens is you take more money out of our already failing system. You're basically, quote, defunding public education.
Yeah, and that doesn't sit right with me. I'm sorry. Like,
It doesn't. It doesn't. And here's the deal. I don't have a problem. I have many friends that went to school, went to private school, and that was their parents' choices to send them to private school. And you know what? Their parents didn't look for a dime to be given to them to send them to private school. They made it work. Charter school. That's how I truly feel about it. And that's because my daughter is a high school public education teacher in the state of Texas. My all of my grandchildren are public education kids in Texas. And many a times they don't even, their school districts don't have the resources. I've never had a child in CCISD or in this surrounding area. So I don't
mhm.
know what it's like here. I have no idea. I know that the school systems that I raised my children in and my grandchildren are being raised in, they can't afford any more money to be taken out of them.
No, I mean, it's the same, unfortunately. Like, they are working on it's going to come to a point that kids will not be able to go to school for free. And that is a scary thought for my future generation. The times that like my kids and my grandkids and everything will grow up in. And
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how I'm gonna be when I, eventually get married and have kids. Will me and my husband be able to afford to send them to private school? Even if we did, I probably wouldn't allow them because I feel like public school really makes a person.
Right.
Not saying that the private school is bad, but that's just my
It's a
personal opinion.
choice though.
Yeah.
It's a choice. And the other part of that is what what the average American is forgetting or not understanding is when you take away funds from an already thin budget, the first thing that's going to go is the special programs. So it could be the
Yes.
gifted and talented programs. It could be the football. I'm not saying this is what it is. I'm saying it
Yeah.
could be the
Oh yeah.
special education programs where the children need additional help. The the support programs
Yes.
that help. That okay, how are we helping the system? How are
Yeah.
we helping the community? How are we helping the children or the educators that are leading the children? We don't. But I'm
Yeah.
also a believer in what are the pros? You get a tax break, you get $8,000 free money to go towards your child's education. Okay, we can't collectively, majority people don't send their children to private school. A minority of people send their children to school, to private school. You see what I'm saying? And so, why would we assist that? And don't tell me it's because, well, we need better education for our system. Okay, well, then instead of doing that money towards that, put it into the public education system. Give the teacher the raises, give the schools the money, release the money so that the schools have it.
Yes.
So it's a double-edged sword, and I'm always about learn the facts, whatever the facts are, and how they pertain to you. But I think that, like you said, you're a product of public education. You went to a
Mm-hmm.
public college, correct?
Mm-hmm.
You didn't go to a private college. I'm sure you would have
Mm-mm.
liked to go into a private college if your pocketbook could have afforded it, but would it have
Yeah.
given you a different education or a different life experience? You're still going to get the degree.
Yeah. I'm still going to do the same classes that are taught by the entire Texas education system, but it definitely would be. And I feel like because I went to public school and because of kind of where I grew up in the society that I grew up in, private education at a college, probably I would not have lasted maybe a semester. because I think
Yeah, see, and I
it
don't
would
know
have
the
been a
dollar amount.
completely different, not even just like money wise, but it would have been a completely different like environment that I feel like I would not have had the best experience in because of the mindset that I had growing up.
Right. Well, and that's the whole thing is I think for me, I'm always about, I didn't pay attention a lot of times to different topics and stuff going on in our local and state and all of that. And thankfully, I don't have children in public education now. I have grandchildren and they're not, that's their parents' choices and things like that. But I feel like when we're voting on hot topics like that, or that when those discussions are being had, people need to look at the full picture. Doesn't mean we agree, doesn't mean we disagree. It just means that just know the facts, just on the topic, on whatever the topic
Yeah.
is, instead of depending on journalism, on a station, on a news station at night to tell you the unbiased, like learn what it's about and how it benefits, the pros, the cons. The yes, it'll help kid, but here's the deal: $8,000, a private school and a charter school have the choice to reject anybody. They don't have to accept, if it's a private organization, they don't have to accept anybody. But so if they get in trouble there, they go back to public schools. Guess what? That money's already gone because vouchers were approved. It doesn't make
Mhm.
logical sense to me. So that's the hot topic. So when you hear about it, you know about it. And when you know more, you do more. So just educate yourself. Okay, well, what's next? What was today in sports? Tell me what today in sports was.
Yes, so today, in sports in 1934, Babe Ruth's final game as a New York Yankee was played. He goes 0 for 3. So that's pretty cool.
I was at an event this past weekend. Well, two of them in one night. Girl, you talk about a busy weekend. Saturday, right next to each other at the Omni, two ballrooms. Agape Ranch had one, and the Instituto had one next door to the ballroom. So I was going in between them. But they had the Instituto had auction items of Nolan Ryan and the big hit that time with it was yeah, it was that, and I believe it was a Daryl Johnson or Jay Novacek jersey, Dallas Cowboys jersey, that was there. There was a Taylor Swift autograph picture, some cool stuff, but sports related. Seeing that Nolan Ryan painting from when he picture from when he punched oh dude on the mound, it was good. It was good. So, all right. What else?
I know we have a special guest coming up to walk us out.
Yeah, let's go to a sponsor real quick and then we'll come back to that.
Want to know what's going on in Corpus Christi? Make sure you check out cceventscalendar.com. That holds all of the events going on for the entire month. New are added daily. And again, that is cceventscalendar.com.
So now we're back with a special guest, y'all. We have Christy Phillips, my girl from Family Counseling Service. And she's here to talk about Monster Mash. And for those of you that don't know what Monster Mash is, it's the 2024 Monster Mash Cupcake Dash will be a tribute to setting goals and enjoying life's sweet rewards. This 11th annual race is Saturday, October 12th, 2024, which is Texas OU weekend. I just found out. I thought it was October 4th and 5th, but it's actually Texas OU weekend at Waters Edge Park. And we'll include the rewarding complement of a cupcake. That's why it's my favorite race in Corpus, because there's a cupcake at the finish line. All funds raised by the Monster Mash Cupcake Dash will be used to increase access to mental health services by providing counseling to children, adolescents, adults, couples, and families who are uninsured. Which welcome Christy
Yes,
to the
welcome.
podcast.
I have a real quick question.
Okay.
Are y'all starting the race off with the song Monster Mash?
We do have a DJ, and inevitably the DJ plays that song at some point, getting everybody hyped up. So yes.
So tell us a little bit about what else we need to know about Monster Mash Cupcake Dash and how people can volunteer or still sponsor or partner or all of the fun stuff that you know about it.
Yeah, so like you said, everybody gets a cupcake at the finish line, and you said that's your favorite race because of that. And we heard that a lot actually from people getting signed up this year that it's their favorite race to do. And so it is a lot of fun. October the 12th, we have a 5K, a 10K, and a 2 mile walk. People can still get registered online. There's multiple ways to find us. If you want to go to Family Counseling Services website, it's www.fcscb.org, and you can click on events or search 2024 Monster Mash Cupcake Dash on Facebook. You'll find our event. But registration is $40 right now. It'll be $45 on race day. And we are still accepting support in the form of sponsorships. If there are any businesses or organizations that would like to sponsor, you can also reach out to us. Give us a call at Family Counseling Service at 361-852-9665. Ask for Christy Phillips. We can talk to you about how to do that. Sponsorships are great. It's a great way for businesses to support what's going on in the community, to support what we do at Family Counseling Service. Make sure that anybody who needs access to mental health care is able to get that. Because really, I think that most people know that sponsorships is how events really raise funds. We have the event for the community. It's a lot of fun. It's great awareness for what we do. The support that we get from companies in our community is really what drives the fundraising for us. Our top sponsors right now are Valero and Hugh and Ann Dobson are our top sponsors. And we've got great support from HEB as usual, as well as Methodist Healthcare
Buddy.
Industries. Yes, HEB Buddy will be there at the event. There's lots of activities that we have as well. It's a great family event, so we have a lot of activities for kids to engage in as well. We will have mascots out dancing and having a good time. We have a kids area with face painting and games. We have the Calallen Top Cats and the Corpus Christi Ice Rays Ice Girls will be dancing. So it's a lot of fun out on the beautiful bayfront in Corpus Christi.
Yes, it is. It is one of those things that until you experience it, you don't really get to experience it, because usually when people finish a race, they get an orange or some kind of fruit or something, and there's just nothing but a cupcake with icing on it. It's the greatest ever when I see people get to do that. So
yes, lots of cupcakes getting handed out. We do have oranges and bananas too.
they do, but that's not the reason you do it. You do it for the cupcake.
So why is it called like Monster Mash? Like where did that come into effect?
So like Melina said, it's the 11th annual Monster Mash Cupcake Dash. Before that, we did a fun run. It was the Family Counseling Service fun run. And, that's been going on for years and years, but we really wanted to do something to set our race apart.
Mm.
And I think it came out of a brainstorming session with a previous executive director and board of directors. We always held our race in October, so it's kind of this Halloween themed Monster Mash Cupcake Dash. Our logo is Frankenstein chasing a cupcake.
Love
Um,
it.
yeah, so it's a good, yeah, it's a great, the cupcake mascot. We actually have an actual mascot that is our cupcake logo. It's a lot of fun. The mascot's name is Dash. And Dash will be out there as well.
Dancing. Dash loves to dance.
Yes. So, if people are interested in helping out with as volunteering and things like that for the race, they can also give us a call at the office and inquire about that. Ask for myself or Mary Orff. We're getting all those details taken care of because we're 2 weeks away from the event.
Isn't that crazy how fast it is? It feels like we just did it last year. I mean, it literally, well, we did almost a year ago, but it flies by. So it's really a great way to get involved in the community, to volunteer, to participate, to have fun in the morning with your children. And so are they able to still sign up and register? Is there still registrations available, correct?
Yes, registration is still available, and it actually will be available the day of the race as well. You just need to get there by 7:30 if you want to register the day of. The 10K starts at 7:45. The 5K starts at 8 a.m. But I would say we have something for everybody. If you like to run, if you like to walk, if you enjoy our beautiful Bayfront in Corpus Christi, and if you like cupcakes, I think that covers everybody in Corpus Christi. So they need to come out.
Sugar rush at 8 o'clock in the morning is great. It's great.
Yes.
8:30 in the morning.
We're also going to have food trucks there this year. A donut food truck, Lorena Donuts, and then Traveling Tom's coffee food truck will be there as well. We're really excited about it.
So, Mikayla, I think you need to come out and join us for Monster Mash Cupcake
I
Bash.
am
And it's
not
on
a
Saturday
running
morning.
person.
Well, you can walk. See? You can walk.
I'm like,
There's a 2-mile walk.
That's it. 2 miles.
I'll do 2 miles.
Yeah, it's easy. And you get a cupcake at the end.
My parents and my mother-in-law, who are in their 70s, will be out there walking.
well, now I just feel lazy.
Wow, that is a Saturday morning. Well,
Yep.
Christy, thank you so much for coming on and telling the community about it. And hopefully this year will succeed from last year. Every year I know that it grows and gets bigger and gets more attention. So I'm here for the cupcake and for the long haul.
Yes, I appreciate you guys having me on to talk about it.
All right. Talk to you soon.
Thank you so much.
Bye, ladies.
All right. Bye.
Thank you so much, Christy. It's so fun. I don't know if I will be out there because even if it is just a 2-mile walk, I'm not a very active person first
You
thing
can
in
take
the
the
morning.
doggy. You can take your doggy.
No, she's not well behaved.
That's okay. There's kids out in the world that are not well behaved, and their parents take them out. That happens all over Corpus, girl.
She's not well behaved, and she's like me. She has social anxiety.
Oh my God.
So like it would just be like I
Too
would
much
have someone
stress.
yeah, for me, because she'd be all up on me not wanting to do anything or but who knows? Maybe I may or may not, just depending on how life goes in 2 weeks.
That's Texas OU weekend.
That is Texas OU weekend.
I think you should come see. We should do it
and
go
walk in our
the
jerseys.
I like it. All right. Well, I know that we got to get going. As far as events this week, there is
quite a
things
few,
going
actually.
on. It is. Okay, so one of the big things is, this city council openings has 10 city at large openings. People running for 3 spots, basically. And so Padre Island Business Association is hosting a open forum for the candidates tonight, Monday, at Seashore Learning Center on the island. We also, this week it's already October. You know that, right?
I know. I'm so excited.
I know. The other thing is West Side Business Association is holding its monthly breakfast meeting on Wednesday at 7:30. On Thursday, Veterans Roundtable, and then London Business Association kicks off, as well as the 2024 picnic and potlucking, which is another candidate forum where locals can go and find out and talk to the candidates and see what's going on. There's Saddle Up being hosted by the Boys and Girls Club. And then
and my favorite thing around this time also starts this weekend.
Art Walk.
Well, Yes, but no, not that.
What?
It's the Rocky Horror Show done by the Aurora Arts Theater.
Do you know I've never been to a Rocky Horror Picture Show?
It's an
I'm
experience.
kind of
It's
scared.
so
I won't
fun.
I won't deny that.
I love
I'm
it.
kind of scared. I'm kind
It
of
is my
scared.
favorite time of the year because that comes and it's such a cool experience. And it's happening at the Aurora Arts Theater and it opens this Friday, I believe, is opening
How long
night.
does it go for?
So it typically goes all month of October.
Maybe I need to step out of my
Comfort
old
zone.
comfort zone. And not that I mean, I'm always up to trying new things. It's just, it kind of freaks me out when they talk about things being thrown at you.
Oh, it's so much fun. That's the
No,
whole
that's going to
experience.
make me angry because why are we doing that?
But
Why?
see, that's why you have to go into the show with an open mind. It's so much fun. Have you
Okay,
have you ever watched the movie?
no, ma'am.
Okay. Well, go watch the movie before you go see the play.
But is it scary?
No.
Why is it called Rocky Horror Picture Show?
Because it's like a what are those
I've never watched, and so this is going to be a hot topic. People are going to say, "Why hasn't Melina ever watched?" Because I've always thought it was scary, and I just know they throw stuff at you. Those are
no,
the
so it's like it's a cult classic. And it's
okay.
I
Hello, did you just hear what you said? It's a cult
it's a,
classic.
but
So
so
don't
is
think
the
I'm just
good
so crazy that I'm thinking this stuff. A cult classic Rocky Horror Picture Show where they throw things at you.
okay,
What
but
in what positive mindset would
it's not a
somebody,
horror show.
if they're throwing shit at you,
It's not a
they
horror show. It's so good. It's like camp musical. It's like a camp musical.
I don't even know what that is.
Okay. Well,
But I will look it up and I don't mind stepping outside of my comfort zone. I just don't like to be scared.
I
There's enough
think I
scariness in the
don't think
world.
it's not it's did you ever watch like the Halloween movies? Okay. So
Nightmare on Elm Street.
no, that's a horror movie. No. But no,
Okay.
like the oh my God, what's the word?
Girl, we gotta go. We got to go. So Rocky Horror Picture Show. I'm gonna have to look into it. And
Watch
so,
the movie. It's
okay.
not scary.
So the next time people listen to us, we're gonna be live on the
They're gonna
podcast.
be able to see us.
Oi, I am so sorry in advance to those that are gonna have to see us. And we don't even get to wear
I
what we
know.
thought we were gonna wear.
That's fine. I have plenty of
It's fine.
hockey stuff to wear.
Oh, oh no.
All right.
I'm gonna have
So
to.
you can wear your cowboy shirt. It's fine. All right. So as always, if you like to listen to us, make sure you give it a like, subscribe, and follow on YouTube and Spotify.
And a
As
thumbs up.
and a
Like do
thumbs
the
up.
thumbs
That's a
up.
like. That's a like.
Yeah.
That's a like.
Don't.
And then as Linda suggests, we are taking this audio to visual next weekend. So exciting. And then of course, just have a good week. This is Mikayla.
This is Melina.
And remember, sports are for girls too.
Whoop, whoop.